many programs here. And I'm always jealous of France, honestly, because in France they have this artist statue and like some kind of money support from the government for all freelance artists if they also present that they work in the field. And I know that now in the quarantine they got support for all the next year, like many months, which is beautiful. I'm happy for French friends. Yeah.
Yes. Well, of course, the French system provides for their artists in a different way, in the sense that recognizes the intermittent nature of the work.
Yeah.
So supporting for the months in which you, as a freelance artist, you don't have contract, as a welfare basic income for the whole of the year. So it is a big help for artists to
Of course.
basically stay alive and to continue to build, produce, rehearse, train, and do performances, because it's not just about, an artist doesn't just do performances and goes on stage.
Of
Before
course.
that, there are many things that need to happen. So it's
Yeah.
also
Yes.
that needs the financial support.
So I can also add to the topic that a lot of my friends also started some additional job during quarantine, like working in the COVID laboratory, packing coronavirus tests, something just to, because yeah, truly many people stayed with no income. If
Yeah.
they have difficulties with having savings, then they stayed with no income. So most of my friends started looking for some jobs, and I also worked a little bit in the Netherlands. I was packing coronavirus tests for some, like, 4 weeks. And yes, because I needed the money also, even though, like, I can plan, I can train, I can have a lot of nice ideas, but sometimes it's just you realize that in a system you don't get so much support. You need the support, so you need to do something with that. So yeah, that's how it looked. It was like very difficult just at the beginning to make my peace with that, but actually at the end, I think it was a good decision. I didn't lose anything as a person.
No, of course.
And I just, yeah.
Going back to the, like, to the your artistic work,
Yeah.
is there, do you think, I mean, your work is a lot about physical contact, and in this period, for example, in Italy, there were it has been very uncertain, the what was what was to be that what was the dimension of working dancers working in the space, and how should they, if they should change their performances and their choreographies so that there was no physical contact, or if there was to be, if that was to be treated as just as professional sportsmen, which sports people, which
Hmm.
during the for example a football match, there is contact, and it's sort of a, a free moment in which they can actually have contact. In the end, also in Italy, there has been this
Hmm.
sort of uh, that we have been considered just as sports people as far as dance is
Uh-huh.
concerned. But what do you think in terms of contact between artists, between dancers in the same company, in terms of risk or opportunity to change the way you think about dance? I don't
Hmm.
know. Do you think it will in some ways change the way you choreograph, or would you like to get over it and get back to normal?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, I would like to get over it, I think. If I think about coming back to studio, which is very soon, to rehearse and to be live with people, I don't really think that all the restrictions have make sense in the studio, where we share the same room, the same floor, and which means that, of course, in a physical contact, yeah, I don't see it more risky than having a contact in the shop or in the pharmacy or in the cinema, sitting next to other people. And the idea of being isolated also from each other, like body from body, can be, of course, like nice restriction or for the choreographing, for the artistic idea, because that's somehow we are forced to think differently, or we have a duo which is full of lifting, but we need to do it on a 1 meter distance, which I find some potential for nice creative
Yeah,
adaptation to that, of course, because like why not? If the system also tells us to do it, that's how a lot of beautiful art like existed and appeared within all the past years, because the system was like forcing people to think in some direction or to do something. They were not able to be free, so they
yeah,
were finding a way of how to be free.
to
And
work
a lot of
within
great artists, yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
finding other ways to say what
Yeah.
they want to say.
If you look at the history of I don't know, like a lot of genres of art, like music or theater or paintings, it was there were years when the, I don't know, censorship or the um, situation, like political situation, was so tense that artists were not really freely like able to freely express, and that's it was always really motivating them to do it still, but in a different way, how to like go around the system. But yeah, I also think that I thought it also before COVID happened, that in general, we need to be in a contact, we need a touch. We are as humans, and dance for me is also one of the ways of how to have it in nowadays world. Like we are also, I'm from Poland, so we are not so super touchy society. We don't hug so much, we don't like kiss like strangers when we just get to know.
I can
Yeah, yeah, I really I suffer from it. I would like us to be more like warm, but yeah, and I think that like that's what I always also liked about my work, that I have this contact. I can also like tell people that it's important, that working with people just to get rid of the physical barrier,
yeah.
also it's super beautiful. So I would like to continue that. I think it's important.
Yeah, it's a big part that would go missing, like in
Yeah.
not only in dance as an art form, but also in social relationship, and it is missing. I feel
Yes.
I feel it is a lot. It is missing a lot. I mean, everybody's missing it very much.
Hmm.
What are you in terms of things that very practically got cancelled, like shows that you weren't able to do? What got cancelled in these
Hmm.
months, and what is in the future? What is I don't know
Yeah.
about to come to
Happen.
life?
Yeah, I hope a lot of things I don't know yet about that they will surprise me. No, but I was I'm a member of one performance of a performance in one very nice drama theater in Poland, and we were supposed to it in a 12 people group, so it's a bigger performance. And it got cancelled already in March and in May, and it's normally like being performed in a repertoire, which for me as a freelance artist is a very nice thing, because it's something I don't need to plan. it just happens. I just get, like, I just get email, I come, and everything is organized, we just perform. And I think it's a good performance. So I was very sad that it's canceled, because we had a premiere the end of last year, so it's still very fresh.
Mhm.
So this got cancelled. Also, one other smaller performance I was supposed to co-create. It was supposed to be a site-specific performance. I was supposed to do a little flamenco show. It was also cancelled. And my flamenco course was also postponed. It's postponed until um, August or maybe later. So yeah, it was. I also I somehow made my peace with that, and I'm trying to plan stuff, even though I know that they can change now, as much as everything was changing lately.
Yeah.
But so for the next month, I hope to that all the things I'm planning to are going to happen. So I have an artistic cooperation with Paweł Urbanowicz. He's um he's a Polish dancer, and we were studying together, and we cooperate together as teachers and also as dancers. So we created a performance last year which had a work in progress premiere. So we hope to work on it this year, and we hope to visit Italy and France with it. And also, we are gonna take part in Young Choreographers platform in Hungary, which is very nice thing. Uh, and we just hope it will happen. It's in November, so yeah, we hope so. Plus, I have a pedagogic mission also I have some workshops to give, and probably I will join a new, like, just create a new center of dance, which is just being created right now in Poland, in the
Oh,
city where I studied.
in
Yes,
Poland? In which
yes,
city?
it's in like Katowice, which is south of Poland. But I hope it will all happen according to plan, and somehow then it would be a long-term like commitment, and also a plan to develop a new place from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, which and still I just so there are some nice ideas. Also, I still wanna go to do flamenco to continue my course, but I just hope that they will happen. I don't know. I've discovered that I have a difficulty in thinking that it will all happen for sure.
Yeah, yeah, to deal with uncertainty is something very, I think it's difficult for everyone, but more even more so for freelance artists or
Yeah,
freelancers in general, because you plan also months in advance to make sure that you have work and you have,
exactly.
a series of things that go from now to, I don't know, 6 months or 1 year, so that you can have also an income from it. So it's difficult to plan knowing that everything could change at the last minute, but this is the situation right now, so it's
Yeah.
just got to go for it like this.
Exactly. Yeah, and I even didn't have like super big plans last month, because they were all like within weeks. I had some new ideas and new opportunities, but I had plans to also develop something which was already created. But so many of my friends were just in the rehearsal period, or just before finalizing something which will give them income and job.
Yeah.
And for these people, I think it was even more, like, painful, that they are working, waiting, and uh, yeah, nothing happens.
Waiting for everything to come to a
Yes,
finishing thing. Yeah.
yes,
Do you think this uncertainty in this experience will change in some ways your hunger to travel to see different places, or it will just stay like that and you will just make the most of it when you can?
No, I think what I feel right now is that as long as I can travel, like I can do things, I wanna do them for sure. Because I'm just not sure how the life will look right now, and also for all the like European society, and also for all the like people, because we also got used to very comfortable lifestyle in a way. As I think reflect on it now, that it's so easy. Just I need to come to, I don't know, Aosta. Okay, so I take a plane tomorrow and I come somewhere and I'm there, while it was not like that in the past. And also, yes, I am also very sensitive to the environmental issues and to capitalism issues. I for a long time I already felt that something in the way the society civilization works it's too much of something. It's not right, and in a way. During quarantine a lot of things got really calmer, and I think it's actually good. And while at the same time I would really like to continue the way I was doing in the past. I was trying not to fly so much. I was trying to take the blah blah cars whenever I can, just to make the CO2 emissions smaller, and just because it is smaller in the car. And but for sure I would like to travel. Yeah, I just wish somehow there would be a nice solution for like to find a good balance in everything. I'm not sure if it's possible.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Which brings me to my last questions. It's been a very, very interesting interview, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a question we asked during the lockdown period for to all the artists. This is like like the questions we asked to everybody,
Uh-huh.
and it's changed during the course of the past months because we changed and the situation changed.
Mm-hmm.
And the question was, and still is, what about during the quarantine period? There were many things that we couldn't do. For example, traveling
Mm-hmm.
through different countries, or things that got stopped or that weren't there anymore. Among all these things, which one is the one that you wouldn't want to come back? That you wish that it's just disappeared forever?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Huh. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a difficult question. Mm, in a way, huh. In a way, yeah. Probably I could also answer differently, but what comes also as first thing, in a way, I would like the better condition of earth, of the pollution to stay. I know it's been because it's been better because of the lack of factories and really less flights. And I actually think maybe what could be possible, and I wouldn't like to bring back many more flights, because right now it's really difficult to fly from a country between countries, while before it was like 4 or 5 times more planes, and we had air traffic. And I think it's just crazy that we can have air traffics, and if somehow we can manage with different sources of transport and flying less, I think I wouldn't like to bring back the air traffic and as many planes as were in the past. Yes, for sure.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you.
Good luck, really good luck for your future projects. Well, we hope we will see you in Italy, and
Yes,
I think we will quite soon. And that's it.
yes. Thank you very much for the invitation and for the very nice talk.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Ciao.